Alright guys, so the Fast and Furious franchise is back with Fast X, or Fast 10, so fasten your seatbelts. I'm sorry, that joke was about as bad as this movie. However, I did enjoy Fast X more than the previous film, F9, which I still think to this day is the worst movie in that entire franchise. So the plot of this one is pretty simple. It's very similar to the last few movies. You've got Dom Toretto and his crew trying to defend their family against a friend or family member of a previous villain who is using the amazing technology, the God's Eye, to take them down and seek revenge. And with this one being kind of like the first movie of this final Fast and Furious, I guess, trilogy of Fast X, then XX or X1, or and then X2. This is kind of like the Infinity War of the Fast and Furious franchise, where you have all of the characters from the Fast movies coming back together to work together to take down this new villain who is Jason Momoa, who for me was too over the top, even though this entire franchise is over the top. I know my wife thought his character was goofy and funny, and she really enjoyed his character, but for me, it didn't quite sit right, and I didn't necessarily enjoy his character. However, I know the crowd was having a lot of fun with him, but his new addition and kind of him carrying into this final trilogy of movies wasn't my favorite. Outside of Momoa, I think the rest of the acting and the performances are right on par with the previous Fast and Furious movies. You've got Vin Diesel just playing himself. You've got Tyrese just playing himself. Michelle Rodriguez just being Michelle Rodriguez, and Ludacris being the action scenes of this movie, which is absolutely ludicrous. So unlike the previous Fast and Furious movies where they have one huge action sequence that you can kind of always remember, like, oh, Fast and Furious 8 had the submarine scene, or Fast 5 had the bank vault scene, this movie was literally huge action sequence after action sequence. Like, literally from start to finish, you had huge action set piece, huge action set piece, a huge, like, it was just so much going on and in your face. It was exhausting. At the end of this 2-hour and 20-minute movie, I needed to take a deep breath and a nap. Overall, for me, I felt like there was just way too much going on with all of the different plot lines, with them trying to take these characters and get them to one point, those characters, get them to this point, another set of characters and get them to this point. Like, there was just so much going on that this movie definitely felt like setup for what is to come, and I don't know how much it really worked as an actual standalone movie, even though I know it wasn't meant to be its own standalone movie. For me, I just wasn't, I guess, a huge fan of the way they were trying to put these pieces together. However, I will say that the crowd really did seem to love this movie. They were having a lot of fun with it. There were a lot of cheers. There was a lot of laughter throughout this movie, even though I was kind of sitting there not necessarily enjoying myself. I could enjoy the fact that people go there to be entertained. They go there to shove popcorn in their face and watch just an awesome action movie, despite all of the flaws with the dialogue, the plot, the writing. I could go on and on. However, the movie is dumb. It's got some fun parts. Overall, for me, I would say probably a 3.5 out of 10. It wasn't my favorite movie of the year by any means, but I know a lot of people in the crowd, and probably a lot of you guys watching it, are going to have a ton of fun with this movie. So, have you guys seen the newest Fast and Furious movie yet? If you have, what did you think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was fun? Did you think it was dumb? Did you think it was a little bit of both? Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Fast X. Make sure to give this video a like, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And remember, we're not friends, we're family.